Hi there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today's card is a pop-up design for the inside of a card, so you can choose whatever design you like for the outside. This is an insert, and for this to be cut out, you have a choice. You can either cut it out of card or paper, or you can cut it out of vinyl. And you notice if I go to, let's just zoom selection, let's get this and zoom selection. Okay, so you can see here that there is a little gap around the letters because I used the effects menu and I used knockout on that. So I had all these sharp shards in a circle. I put the happy birthday in and I used the knockout. So with a gap and the knockout, you get this little sort of gap around the words, which makes it better, I think, particularly if you are doing a vinyl cut. So that would be done so that you'd cut the happy birthday out of one colour and you cut the white bits out of something different. And I've chosen to do mine in 2 shades of blue. So that is a convenient way to get a good effect. So on here I have a basic shape. You can, if you wish, either put a pen in the holder with a light colour, or you can put a very light score line on this, and then it will help you with the placement. When I did mine, I didn't do that, and I did get it slightly out of place. It's not enough for me to worry about because my card's for demonstration purposes, but if you're going to give it to someone, you'd probably want to make sure that it was exactly where it should be. Now in this particular case, I've done a card which is based on A4 size paper. If you resize it, then you must remember to resize everything, including this, otherwise it's not going to fit. And this will pop up 1 centimetre away from the centre of the card. That sizing allows, if you want to put a full A4 card base around it, so your outer wrapper is a full A4 that you don't have to cut down at all. And you will get a border. Some people like to have a border around the card. So this is my version of it with dark blue sparkly vinyl and a lighter bluey vinyl. It makes it look more green because that's very blue, but it was in fact blue vinyl. It's strange how colours do that. Now you can see here that I didn't quite get mine lined up as perfectly as I should have, and that's because I didn't mark my card base out. I eyeballed it and I wasn't directly over it at the time, so I didn't get it quite in the right place. But mine is just a demonstration card, so I'm not really bothered. I'm not likely to give it to anybody. Now when you do these cards, the best thing is to use a very lightweight card for the insert and something slightly heavier for the outside, but not really, really heavy. The reason for that is because they will fold better. This folds perfectly nicely and opens up nicely if the card isn't too heavy. If it's too heavy, it can sometimes have very big gaps on the seam because you've got one piece card in front of another. Now you also notice with this particular card, I do not have a border around. There was a border around it, but because my border was just a white, and it's not the same white as this, I decided to trim the border off. Okay, so trimming cards down once they're actually made, you have to be careful. First of all, you have to be careful that this still has enough room to fold shut without the design sticking out there. Not a problem in this particular case. The other thing you need to do is to make sure you get it squared. So the easiest thing to do if you're trimming and you have a guillotine is to put the folded edge up to the edge of your guillotine and do that side. Turn it over like that, do that side, and then do this edge. because you will know if you've got that against your squared edge and you trim there and you trim there by turning it around, you know that 3 sides are correct, so that when you put this side against the edge of your guillotine, you know that that angle is correct too, and then you can chop that. Because if you don't do it that way, the chances are you will put it in the guillotine, you'll take a piece off, and you'll suddenly realise that it's not even. So you take another piece off of there, and you take another piece off there, and you end up with a card which doesn't fit the insides of it, and still isn't squared. That's the easiest way to do it, I found. So yeah, there we go. It's a fun card to do, and this is a pretty easy version of a pop-up, but it's quite a good one. You could put some gems and things around here if you want to jazz it up a little bit, or indeed you could put some coloured card inserts in there if you wanted to do that with the file. But that's how you do a pop-up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.